Hey there and welcome back to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw Chibi Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad. So we're going to draw the eyes. Starting from the left, we'll draw a circle. From the very top, we'll come around to the bottom and then back up to the top. Let's go over to the right side and draw the same thing. We're going to leave a gap in the middle here. Starting at the top, we're lining up the tops of the eyes. Circle around and then back up to the top. Let's draw the highlight circle that shows a reflection on the top of the eyes on the top left corner here. So we're going to draw a circle on both sides. And then we're going to draw the pupil. So we're going to dilate our eyes so that the pupils look really small. So in the center of this eye, we're going to draw a circle, a small circle in the middle, tucked in behind this highlight. So starting at the bottom here, we'll circle around, and we'll color that in black. Let's draw the same thing on the right side. So under here, we tuck in the pupil, and we'll color that in black. We want to give our eyes a little bit more gloss, so we're just going to draw a smaller highlight at the bottom corner here. So a little circle like that, and we'll draw one on the right side. From here, I'm going to draw in some eyebrows. So I'm going to curve above the eye and coming down a little bit lower on the inside of the eye. So starting up here, I'm going to curve down. We're going to go back to the starting point, go a little bit wider as we get to the top, and then come down to the front. Kind of like that. We'll do the same thing on the right side. So starting on the inside this time, we'll curve to the outside of the eye, and we'll thicken that up in the middle, and then come back down. From here, we're going to move down towards the mouth. We're going to give her a little bit of a smile. So from left to right, we're going to draw a little curve, going up like this, and we'll give her some lips. So from the left side, we're going to curve up, and then down the middle, leaving a little gap. We'll draw another one on the right side, and then we're going to draw the bottom lip. So starting on the edge on the left here, we're going to curve down to the bottom, and then back up on the right. Let's go ahead and draw in the hair bangs that come down on the side of her face. So in the middle, at the top, right about here, we're going to draw a little point for her widow's peak. We're going to curve down towards the eyebrow and swing around the eye with a curve, and then come out on the side. So we're going to go up, come down towards the eye, and then from here we're going to curve around the eye. So curving around this, and then we'll flare the ends out. So kicking it out like that. We're going to go back and trace this over, but we're going to go out wide and then just come down to that point. So starting at the top, we'll curve out, wide, come down, and then just taper into that point. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So we're going to go up and then down towards the eye. We're going to curve around the eye and then kick it out at the end. Go ahead and trace that over again. So at the starting point, go out wide, come around, and then start to taper to the point of the hair. From here, we're going to layer in some hair on the top here. So the hair is sort of pulled back to the pigtail. So in the middle here, I'm just going to draw a short little line like that. From here, I'm going to take this curve and curve it down to the side of the head. So from here, I'm going to curve down and just tuck that in behind that hair bang. On the right, we're going to do the same thing. So going around and then to the side of the head. From here, I'm going to draw in the bottom of the chin. So the chin is quite small. So right here on the edge of this hair bang, I'm going to curve sort of like a part of a circle underneath the chin, underneath the lips, and then curve it back up on the right side. We're going to give her that little heart tattoo just below the left eye. So starting on the side, on the left, do a curve, and then on the right, and we'll color that in black. Let's draw in her ears. So her ears are going to poke out behind these hair bangs on the side. So right about eye level, I'm going to draw a curve that comes out like this. And for a little inner ear detail, I'm just going to draw a little curve just to show a bit of the inside of the ear. Let's draw the same thing on the right side. So lining up the tops, we'll curve around, and we'll draw that little inner ear detail. Let's give her some eyelashes. So we're going to thicken up the top left side of the left eye here. So starting on the inside, we're just going to curve around to the outside of the eye and then swoop it back up. And we're going to curve this back in towards the eye. On the bottom here, we're just going to draw a little tapered line just like that. We're going to color all this area in black. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So starting on the inside this time, curve around, down, and then swoop it up at the end. And we'll curve that back in towards the eye. And then up here, we're just going to taper a line on the side of the eye there, coloring that in black. Okay, from here, we're going to draw in the pigtail. So up here, we're going to draw the little bands. So just up here on the side of the head, all we need to do is draw a half circle, like that. Do the same thing on the right side. Curving it around like this. Now we're going to tuck the hair coming down on both sides and just swooping out. Starting from the top, we're going to do a curve. Going up and curving down the side of the head and then swooping it out. From here, we're going to draw some jagged edges along the side of the hair. So we're going to curve up, so tapering it out, it gets a little bit wider. We're going to come down. Go up, and we do this one more time. We'll go down with a small one, and then we're going to curve back up into that hairband. So curving up, and then it gets tighter as we get up to the top there. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So starting at the top, curve up, down, and then kick it out at the end. And we're going to draw those little jagged edges. So curving up, curving down, up, down with a short one, and then this is going to curve back up to the top. So curving up, and it gets a little bit tighter as we get to the top of the hairband. We draw a little bit of hair detail. So up here, we're just going to draw a couple curves just coming out of that hairband like that. While we're at it, we might as well add a few in the center here. So I'm just going to draw a couple little hair strands coming up across like that. Okay, so we got the head. Let's get into the body. So we start with the neckline. We draw a little curve underneath the chin. So from left to right, we'll draw a little curve. And for our necklace, we're just going to draw a couple vertical lines going across that. With her pose, I just want to give her a little bit of attitude. So I'm going to kick her hips out to the right, have her legs come down, and then have one arm holding the bat behind her where the other one is on her hip. So you want to draw the curve of her body coming out towards the right this way. So we're going to start with the inside part of the jacket. Starting from the inside of this necklace here, curving over towards the right. We'll do the same thing on the right side of that necklace. From here, we're going to curve the sides of the jacket, curving out. And then we're going to curve this back and tapering it in so it gets a little bit narrower as we get up to the top. But we're going to leave a little gap at the top here. Curving up. Do the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to draw in the belt. So here, the jacket's actually shorter than the waist. So we're just going to draw two short lines angled out towards the hips. We're going to connect those 2 points with a curve for the bottom of the belt. And we're going to draw the star or the diamond in the center for the belt buckle. So just a little diamond like this. And we're going to trace it out on the inside. That. And then we're going to draw the top edge of the belt. So up here, it's going to curve into that diamond, go back on the side, and she's got some studs on the side of the belt. So simply, all we need to do is draw 2 angled lines on either side of the belt buckle, and just start to draw just a few vertical lines coming down, and we're going to split this in half, going across, like that. Let's draw in some rips and tears in the shirt. So in here, I'm just going to draw a couple little wavy shapes like that. And if you want, you can write in the text that goes in the shirt, but I'm going to leave that out for now. Let's get into the legs. So the legs, this leg on the right is going to come kicking back towards the left. This one's going to be up with her heel going up, so her foot's sort of off the ground like this. So in the center here, in the center of the body, I'm going to draw the lower torso. So a little curve like that. Let's draw the inside of the right leg. So stepping over a bit, draw a curve to the heel on the right. Stepping over a bit, we're going to kick this out even further. So it kind of slants a little bit further out towards the left. Let's draw the bottom of the right foot. So we're going to draw the curve from heel to toe. And then we're going to draw the top of the foot. I'm going to take this point, draw a curve, almost like a half circle, going back, aiming towards that heel. But I'm not going to close it off. I'm going to draw a curve like that. We're going to take this hip and curve right into the top of the foot there. Let's draw the foot on the left. So we're going to see a bit of the bottom of the foot here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the length of that foot and just repeat it here. So the toe is going to come to this point. So I'm going to curve up first and I'll roll in the opposite direction to the tip of the toe. I'm going to take that point and just curve right into that heel. Just like that. Let's draw the top of the foot. So again, from here, from the toe, I'm going to curve aiming towards that heel, but I'm not going to close it off. I'm just going to stop right about there. And then from the hip, I'm just going to curve in towards the top of the foot. Okay, so let's draw in a little bit of detail here. So the top of her shoes, I'm going to just draw a curve. On the left side, draw a curve like this. And on the right side, I'm going to curve in the opposite direction, going the opposite way, like that. Let's draw in the sole. So I'm just going to trace this line just on top. The sole of her shoe. Do the same thing on the right side. And then we're going to draw a little toe cap. So up here, I'm just going to draw a curve like that. Curve on the bottom. We can color the toes in black. Now for some shoe detail, starting with the one on the right, I'm going to draw 2 short lines coming down side by side, and I'll color that in black. Let's move over and do the same thing on the opposite side here. We're going to bring this down across the top of the foot. So we're going to curve like that, and then we'll curve across. And we're just going to thicken this up just like we did with the two lines coming down from the ankle. We'll color that in black. And then just for some laces, I'm just going to draw a couple angled lines and maybe one up here as well. Let's draw the same thing up here. So I'm going to draw two lines angled with the leg, color that in black. Let's do one over here on that side there. Now I'm going to draw the curve coming down the foot to right about there and then curve the top of the toe. I'm going to thicken this up. And you probably won't see much lace work here, but I'm just going to draw one up here like that. Let's draw in the shorts. So from this point, I'm going to curve out towards the right, and from here I'm going to curve out towards the left. We're going to give her some fishnets. So what I want to do is I'm going to draw a series of lines coming across in one direction. So starting from the outside of the leg, I'm just going to space these out evenly across the leg with a curve. Now I want to go against that line and just draw in the opposite direction. So I'm just going to draw straight lines going in the opposite direction to create this cool fishnet texture. We're going to do the same thing on this side. So this way I'm going to draw from left to right, drawing some curves going across in one direction. And then this way I'm going to draw them straight. Across like that. Okay, and then we're going to split the shorts in half because one side is red and one side is blue. Let's draw in the hand holding the bat. So I'm going to have the arm coming across to the hand right over here. So I'm going to draw the hand tucked in behind this hairbang. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the knuckle of the thumb. So this part right here. So starting at the base over here, I'm going to curve up behind the hairbang, and it's going to continue around like this, so a little curl like that. From here, I'm just going to draw a little curve for the meat of the hand. And then we're going to draw in some fingers. So right up here above the thumb, I'm going to draw one curve for one finger. I'm going to draw another one swirling around to the edge of that thumb. So it's like a big elongated oval. Draw one more beside it like that. From here, I'm going to go to the side of this finger and curve and tuck that in to that line there. From here, we can draw in the arm. So I'm going to start with the top of the arm first. Starting up here on the side of the hand, draw an angled line coming down. We'll do a slight overlap and curve in underneath the chin. We're going to go up here underneath this arm and just draw a curve going right underneath the body. Let's give her a little wristband. So right here, I'm just going to curve around. Inside, I'm just going to draw a couple circles. And on the sides, I'm going to draw these little V shapes like that. Let's go ahead and draw on the bat. So this is going to come across the shoulders this way. So I'm going to start on this side first. I'm going to start with the end of the bat first. So two lines coming out from that finger. I'm going to connect it with a curve. We're going to do a little overlap and just tuck in an oval in behind like that. The bat's going to continue past and behind the head like this. So two lines coming across behind the head. Before I do the end on this side, I'm going to have to draw on this arm first because the arm overlaps on top of the bat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by drawing in the inside part of the arm. So right here, where our armpit is, I'll draw a curve like that. We're going to draw a curve overlapping it. Now from here, we want to draw in the hand. So what I want to do is I'm going to draw in the meat of the hand. So this part here, just down here, I'll draw a little curve like that. We're going to draw a little line like that, just for the edge of the finger. Here, I'm going to curl this around underneath that little line. From here, I'm going to curve up and out. So you got the forearm coming up this way. We're going to draw the top of the arm tucked in underneath the chin, right up here, behind that hairbang, into the elbow. Let's draw on the wristband. So up here, we're just going to draw a curve. We'll draw it twice. I'm going to draw those little circles. So two circles here. I'm going to draw a spike on one side and then a spike on the other. And we're going to draw the bat tucked in behind. So what it's going to do is it's going to get bigger as it gets up to the tip. So up here, I'm just going to curve down and then curve up on the bottom and then just connect it with a straight, sort of a straightish curved line like that. Now, one little detail, I'm going to draw a little separation line in the shirt here. So there's a little band that comes across inside her shirt. And if you like, you can add some lines to show the separation of color in her hair. So up here, I'm just going to draw sort of like a little zigzag like this that goes across. It doesn't have to be perfectly symmetrical across. It could be just random, curvy, sort of jagged lines that go across like that. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Chibi Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please make sure you give us a like and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.